Hi, you will know. What year was the world's first commercial digital computer introduced? How did the introduction of the first dynamic access memory chip DRAM improve computer memory storage and access? When did the concept of the personal computer originate? Who is credited with developing the first commercially successful personal computer? What year was the personal SYSTM2PS2 introduced? How did the introduction of 64-bit computing impact the performance and capabilities of personal computers? The computer's history goes back to the 1800s when May scientists started creating different machines for calculations. However, the modern computer was developed in the 1930s when Konrad Zuse created the first programmable computer called the Z1. It could perform additions and subtractions quickly. In 1941, he built the Z3, which is considered the world's oldest digital computer. Sadly, it was destroyed during World War II. In 1950, Konrad Zuse launched the Z4, the world's first commercial digital computer. Another important moment in computer history was in 1941 when J.V. Atanasoff and his student Clifford designed a computer that could solve 29 equations simultaneously. Atanasoff-Berry computer ABC was the first computer capable of storing data in its memory. In 1944, the Harvard Marcon and Colossus, a massive computer that occupied an entire room, was used during World War II to decrypt complex Lorentz ciphers used by the Nazis. It significantly contributed to shortening the duration of the war. Another notable computer at that time was ENIAC, created by John Mauchly and Presper Recker. It was used for ballistic analysis by the military during World War II. ENIAC was enormous, weighing 30 tons, occupying a room of 1,500 square meters, and containing 6,000 switches and 18,000 vacuum tubes. The evolution of computers continued with the introduction of transistors in the 1950s. In 1953, the first prototype computer with transistors, the Manchester TC, was created. Grace Hopper developed the first computer language called COBOL around the same time. IBM launched its first computer, the IBM 701, in the early 1960s, followed by the 7000 series of mainframe computers that used transistors. The IBM 360, developed from the technologies used in the 7030 model stretch, became IBM's most successful series of computers. In 1965, Programma 101 was the first desktop computer sold to the general public. It was the size of a typewriter, had 37 keys, and a built-in printer. In the same year, the DDP-116, the world's first 16-bit commercial microcomputer, was developed and sold. In 1970, Intel launched the first dynamic access memory chip DRAM, the 1103. A year later, IBM invented the floppy disk, allowing data to be shared between computers. In 1975, the Altair 8800 was introduced, using the basic programming language developed by Bill Gates and Paul Allen. It became a popular computer and gave rise to the term personal computer. In 1976, Apple entered the market with the Apple I, the first computer with a single circuit board and ROM. The following year, Apple launched the Apple II, which was a great success. In 1981, IBM officially launched the IBM PC Model 5150, based on an Intel 8088 microprocessor and using the Microsoft MS-DOS operating system. This revolutionized computer development, leading to widespread cloning, software creation, and peripheral devices. In 1983, Apple released the Apple Lisa, the first personal computer with a graphical user interface. It had a drop-down menu, icons, a 1 MB RAM, and a 12-inch black and white monitor. The Macintosh, based on the Motorola 6800 microprocessor, was introduced in 1984 and gained popularity due to its graphical user interface and the use of a mouse. In 1984, Michael Dell created Dell Computer Corporation, designing the first self-designed computer called the Turbo PC. In the early 1990s, Dell became one of the leading computer developers. In 1987, IBM released the Personal System 2 PS2, the first IBM system with the Intel 8038 chip. It also introduced the new operating system OS/2, which allowed mouse usage for IBM computers. The 1990s saw Apple's innovation with the introduction of their new iMac in 1998. The iMac G3 featured a clear, customizable case and was sold for $1,300. It included a 4 GB hard drive, 32 MB RAM, a CD-ROM drive, and a 15-inch monitor. Apple continued to make waves in the 2000s. In 2003, they launched the Apple G5, their most powerful Macintosh at the time. It had an anodized aluminum case and was the first true 64-bit personal computer. With the advent of the Internet in the 1990s, personal computers became widely used in various fields. Computers evolved significantly in terms of design and performance. The market for computer components grew, allowing users to create their own PC systems according to their specific needs. It's incredible how technology has progressed from computers that occupied entire rooms and performed simple actions to today's compact devices like the Apple Mac Mini and high-performance PC systems used for work or gaming. This demonstrates that technology is constantly evolving. As for the future, it's difficult to predict with certainty what computers will look like in the coming years. However, trends indicate that there will be a focus on advancements in areas such as artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and increased integration of computers into various aspects of our daily lives. We may see even smaller and more powerful devices, improved connectivity, and new ways of interacting with computers. The possibilities are exciting, and we can expect continued innovation and progress in the field of computers and technology as a whole. We kindly request you to support and engage with Wise Wisdomized channel by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Our channel is dedicated to providing valuable and informative content to our viewers. Thank you for being a part of our community.